Under John T. Daniels Sr.'s leadership, the number of Pender County Training School graduates who went on to college grew from less than 1% in 1931 to 25% in 1956. Considering the depressed economy of Pender County, this was a remarkable achievement.
They would tell them that. She'd say, you come on now, you study. They were very interested. They wanted us to learn. They took so much pain with us.
The Rosenwald Fund also supported construction of boarding houses for teachers called teacherages.
They had a cottage across from the school that housed the teachers, and some of them went to the local churches right here in the community, so we were really close with the teachers.
My ninth grade English teacher was Miss Lizette Pearsall. And she was very encouraging because knowing that I liked music and wanted to learn to play the piano, didn't have one at home. She had one in her classroom. She would allow me to come in her classroom at lunchtime and practice. And that was not allowed by the school, but she slipped me in there and allowed me to practice on her piano. I never forget her for that.
If your parents could afford it, they would always have you were directed for college, and they were trying to prepare you for college. That was the way they taught you. Back then, I guess you might call it college prep, but that's what they want. They were preparing you for college.
It served the purpose of preparing me for the next step, because once I entered Winston-Salem, we had to take an exam for placement. So I was in one group below the highest group, and that came from all of that development that I received at Pender County Training School prepared me to enter Winston-Salem.
Professor Anderson would take us to A&T. He would try to take a class every year most of the time. We'd take you up there to be in that college atmosphere, to meet other people and see, what you could be or what you could do.
My grandfather always said that he couldn't afford to send her to school. If you let her go, you told my grandmother, if she goes, you're going to take your help away, because I was helping her in the fields. So she said, let her go. I'll make it. And then he said, and so the principal, Mr. Daniel, and his wife, Mrs. Daniel, assured him that if you let her go, she'll help you one day, and you'll be happy that you did. So that's how I got to go, and so I was able to work my way all the way through college.
My other sisters had already graduated from college. At least I had 3 to graduate from college, and of course, as one graduated, that one would help the other. So that's how many of us were able to get our education.
In 1945, I skipped 11th. 11th grade was our last year in high school. And my favorite teacher then I had several favorite teachers then. So Ms. Allison was one of them. And I still kept myself latched to Ms. Daniel. We were the last class to graduate in 1945 from the 11th grade. The county then saw fit to add 12th grade. So the next year they skipped graduation. And there was no graduation in 46. Each class gave something to leave a landmark to know that they had passed through. It was like a vote. Well, a lot of times they would know what the principal wanted. And after the principal said what he wanted, then the class would come together and they would vote for whatever was done. And of course, they had fundraising to get the money to do it with. When I came out of college, Mr. Daniel saw that I got work. I had work. That's how I became my first employment was there in Rocky Point. I started teaching in August of not teaching, but they're working at the school in 1949.